Okay, please, let me do this one. How many Democrats have gone out mass shooting? How many Democrats have made assassination attempts on presidents or anybody else? The vast majority of them, frankly, are white Republican men.
I don't think that's accurate.
No, and
that's not accurate. That's not accurate. You can't.
Yes, the data is there for that.
Where do you get that information?
Yeah, I'd love to know.
From history.
From history?
From history.
That the majority of homicides are committed by...
I didn't say
she said mass
homicides.
shooters.
I said mass shooters.
Oh, mass shooters?
I said
well,
mass.
now we have a new phenomenon, right? Trans shooter, transsexuals, transgenders who are committing mass shootings.
That is not happening. That is
Are you guys
not
alive?
happening.
All right, can I just say, going back to political violence, okay, don't you think probably in the last 20 years, the political violence kind of was calmed down from the 60s? Can we
I wasn't alive, so I don't know.
A little.
Yeah.
Didn't it kind of?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello? What about January 6th?
Oh, what
They
do you
came
know?
back up. It wasn't just political violence.
But you
It's
don't
like
know that January. See, this is the thing. This is the problem. You don't get the same information we get. You don't
What,
get the
you don't
same.
Google? You don't Google?
No, you don't know that. You don't know that January 6th was a federal entrapment. That there were fed. You don't.
Oh my God.
What do you say? Oh my God, Chip Roy talked about that. Chip Roy's with.
Chip Roy
Oh,
is
you
your
don't like
reference?
Chip Roy? You think he's illegitimate? He's a liar? You think?
May I just ask
Why don't you respect Chip Roy?
May I just ask
Why
you
don't
one-
you respect Chip Roy?
Because he does not care about the facts. But may I address one thing? You've said several times that we're not getting the information.
We get different information.
We get different information.
Yeah.
Why do you think yours is right and ours is
Well,
wrong?
because I've lived in Black America. I've lived in my neighborhood, and I see no longer Black construction workers. I see all the construction workers are Hispanic. Where did Black men go who were construction workers back in the day? They no longer exist. You don't live in my neighborhood. You don't see that. I live in my neighborhood, and I see that every guy that comes to work on a person's house in Leimert Park, where I live, is a Hispanic. Where did Black men go? Where did they go working jobs?
They went, hopefully, to better jobs, better
You
paying
don't know
jobs.
that, though.
No,
You don't-
neither do you.
You don't know. Yes, I
Neither-
do. Yes,
where
I
did
do.
they? Well, where did
you
they
know
go?
why I know? Because I know the data, and I know that Black Americans have been voting for the Democratic Party for the last few decades since the '60s, and we are facing zero median wealth by 2053. I know that Black American families were two-parent households. A traditional family in the 1930s was 87%. In the 1960s, we went down to 65% when LBJ delivered his speech at Howard University. We are now at 25 to 30% two-parent households.
I wouldn't say that that's the fault of Democrats. I think that is absolutely the degradation of Black men who have not had, not upheld perhaps some of their responsibilities. I don't think that that is necessarily the fault of Democrats.
Yeah, both can be true. A couple of things that I've noticed. You alluded to this when you went back to the 60s. In the 60s, we were people. We were individuals that had thoughts and feelings.
There was more freedom.
And
then.
we had, but there was freedom that was stewarded with accountability and responsibility. And now, if you listen, even with the prompts that were provided, everything is based on a label. You're a Democrat, you're a conservative,